The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Carr right away going to look to throw. Open man downfield is Johnson. A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, 38 yards. And the Saints need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Purdy looking to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They go play action here. Purdy. And that is incomplete here.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He juked him. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 3rd and 4.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. On 4th down, here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On 1st down, Carr. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
49ers nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdy off the play fake. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Smoke Monday.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? and I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after one.
21, 49ers nothing.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
First and 10. 32-yard
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's to the 15.
And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Saints.
Carr now on first down, rolling to his left.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He's going to get it again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score Saints 28, 49ers nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
McCaffrey running up the middle, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's another 49er. First down and 10 yards to go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1 yard gain.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
At the Saints 9-yard line.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Eric Armstead coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 12. Now Carr. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go with McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 57 yards. And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Jake Moody now for the point after. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Camaro with a carry on first down, but this defense on him in a hurry, and he'll wind up losing a couple.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Carr, escaping the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Let's go.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
His throw incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
And the the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Express. 93. 90. 29. 29. 29. That's it.
Carr going to look to throw.
Pass caught. It's Kawan Baker.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And